Draw down my 401k or take Social Security early? The age-old question, my man Dougie Fresh asks. He says, Josh, I follow your videos almost daily. Dougie? Almost daily? Banned. Daily, buddy. This is daily is required, all right? My question is, if I retire at 64 with $650,000 in my 401k, should I spend down the 401k for expenses? I might have stuff on my face. I was just making some homemade oatmeal chocolate chip cookies. I was eating out of the batter. Oh man, chocolate chip cookie dough, homemade. So that if I have stuff on my face, I apologize. This isn't the typical formality you come to expect from your old buddy Josh here at Heritage Wealth Planning. Sorry. Oh, man, just real quick, I was talking to people today. Dogs are barking. Had a guy come over, just blah, going crazy, and it's just loud, and it was proud, and they're just real nice people. I said, this isn't the formal financial planning arrangement you come to expect in the industry, because everybody in the industry is. Look at my stuff on the wall. Look at that. Whoa, my goodness. Look at my suit and tie, my cufflinks. Like, I played that game for a while. Just, so boring. I just typed in retirement planning in YouTube to see what my videos come up. And I actually did not do incognito. I need to do incognito. And it's everyone, man. They all look the same. They got their freaking glasses on, the heavy thick glasses. They all dressed to kill. And I'm just like, man, just have some individuality. You all look the same. It's I know I'm going off. I don't care, but I'll never forget. I told you guys this before, but I was interviewing before I started working at USA. I interviewed to get a job in their communications department, where you're kind of promoting USA products to their financial planning services. And I think I came in second, which was pretty good because I had no experience in terms of multimedia and all that stuff or media. Anyway, long story short, I came in second. The guy who beat me out was a good guy. He had some experience. I liked him actually. I thought he was pretty good, and he was I think he was lieutenant colonel in the military too. So in the National Guard or something like that. Anyway, so after him, they hired this other guy. So basically, I had this lady named June Walbert, if memory serves, a yellow-haired lady, and she died of leukemia. It's sad actually. And they hired to replace her this like short, bald head white guy, older bald guy with glasses. And I said, you got Dave Ramsey, the short bald head, and he's a nice guy. I like this guy. I just you had him, the guy from Prudential, Dan Gilbert, this guy, Dave Ramsey. I was like, man, there's just these short white guys with glasses. I don't know about short, Dave Ramsey and Dan Gilbert from Prudential, who turned out to be a clown in terms of very liberal. I was like, why? Anyway. But I said, can anyone have some individuality here, man? The last thing we need is another short, old white guy with glasses promoting financial products. Jeez. Have some sense that we're appealing to a group below, aside from short, bald head white guys, old white guys with glasses. It was weird. So anyway, the point being is, anything you're going to do something to differentiate yourself. Don't throw in with the freaking sheep. I'm going to share with you, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Be this guy right here. This is a Minor Threat 1983 Out of Step album. Here's the sheep, the white sheep. You want to be the black sheep. Be the guy who's out of step. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want. Because if you just throw yourself in with everybody, all these other, no one notices you. No one notices you. It's sad, man. So many people just do that because they don't know what else they're supposed to do, and they just said it's easier to go along with the herd than to stand apart. And no, it's not. Go along with the herd, you're going to be slaughtered with the herd. All right, anyway, so go back to the question. You talk too much. Just don't subscribe. I don't know what to tell you, man. It's a stream of consciousness. All right, so my man here, Dougie Fresh. Let's see, he needs, so he needs $650 in his 401k. He needs $50,000 a year in expenses. That would draw down my 401k significantly. Would it? Would it really, Doug? Significantly? Because you're going to retire at 64. All right, so we need 64, 65, 66. So we need 3 years of $50,000 a year. So if it takes 650 divide by 50 or subtract by 50,000 times 3, 150,000, I'm still left with $500,000. Now I don't know what his Social Security will be. Let's just say it's going to be $3,000 a month. All right, so $3,000 a month for Social Security at his full retirement age. And he's $50,000 a year. So $3,000 a month All right, that's equals 36,000 a year, but he needs 50,000 a year. All right, so he needs 14,000 off the 500,000 remaining, which would put him at 14,000 divided by 500,000. Oops, 14 divided by 500. That's a 2.8% distribution yield. 2.8%. I mean, that's I hate to say that's just no big. I would do that in 2 seconds flat. I would wait to take Social Security. It's not going to draw down your 401k significantly at all, man. I mean, this assumes you make no growth. It's just 650. You're taking out 150. Now you're at $500,000. You get 3,000 a month in Social Security, and let's even say it's 2,000 a month. So 2,000 a month, and that's 24. He won't get 2,000 a month, but let's just say he did. That's he'll need, what's that? 26,000. So 26,000 divided by 500. Again, assuming no growth. That's a 5.2% distribution yield. I mean, come on, man. Let's now if Doug's about to die, yeah, take Social Security early. If Doug's got a wife, take it later, man. I mean, and lastly, I had a guy say I'm a doomer because I'm negative on returns. I gotta get a haircut. I'm not negative on returns. I just don't think you should expect I think it's simpleton stuff to assume that you're going to get future rates of return historically that we've had. I don't think so. I think you should be prepared for 4 and 5% rates of return. Just that simple. That's before inflation, by the way. All right, so Doug, he got $650,000. We're spending $50,000 a year, and even if the market stays flat, he's still got $500,000. Now, what happens here if he's spending down $650,000, and we're going to say the market fell? I don't know. Let's say by 30%. I mean, I hope he doesn't have it. Let's say 20. Let's say 25%. So 650. All right, minus 25% the first year. So he's down to 487. So now he needs 150,000 from that, and that's going to be 337. So he's at 337K after a 25% decline. He's taking 150,000 out, and now we're just going to say he needs again. We're going to say $36,000. He's going to get 36,000 from Social Security, so he needs 50,000 minus 36 from Social Security, which equals is that $14,000, right? Yeah, $14,000. So he needs $14,000 off 337. It's a 4.15% distribution yield. It's just no big deal. Now, I will say at the end of the day, if the market were to fall 30%, I would take Social Security early because you don't know what's going to happen the next year, if that makes, you don't know. So if the market fell 25% after you had pulled money out, I would take Social Security early because you just don't want to be spending down assets in a down market. But I find this, again, I don't know his age. I don't know anything else other than what he's telling me here. But I would take Social Security later. And a lot, see, I was talking to people today. What they're going to buy a camper. That's what it was. What are they going to do? I can't remember. But they're buying something. I forgot. Like $150,000. Oh, this is my man. Yeah, my man. I can't say his name. But anyway, he's moving to his dream home. That's what it was. He's got money as TSP, but because he's not yet on his pension, the bank won't loan him money to build his construction loan on a house in his dream house he's buying in a northeastern state. And he said, "Man, I hate to take all this money out, but I don't know what else to do." And he's committed. And I said, "No, you gotta do something." I said, "Look, let's just say he has a TSP and it's worth $1 million." I said, 3 years ago, we'll use that for example. So let's say it's going to cost him, when taxes and everything said and done, probably $300,000 to finish the construction loan, or to pay cash for what's remaining. So it's going to cost him $300,000 when all is said and done. I said, and then his pension will kick in. He'll have no debt. I said, let's put it this way. Let's say 3 years ago, I said, we'll call him Scott. I say, Scott, if in 3 years the market growth from now until the next 3 years gave you enough to buy your dream house in a northeastern state, without having to touch your principal that you have today. So just the growth of the market over the last 3 years allowed you to pull a certain, like $300,000 out with the taxes and whatever you need left to pay for that debt. Would you do it? He said, absolutely. I'm telling you, man. So the last 3 years, he's basically letting the market pay for his taxes and his house, which is one of the reasons, by the way, we have such an increase in real estate prices because the market, floats other assets. But anyway, you see what I'm saying? I'm like, dude. So 3 years ago, he had 600,000, 650. I'm just using that for example. Now he's got $1 million. That $350,000, 300,000 that is he's going to use to buy his new home. So he's right back to where he was 3 years previously, but he's got his new home with no debt. I mean, that's why you want to spend down your assets before the market crashes, because you're living off the government, not the government. You're living off the market. The market. And that's a wonderful thing. You're not even tapping into your principal from a few years ago. Anyway, that's my recommendation, Doug. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Anyone has any suggestions, let old Doug know. And I'd love to hear your thoughts too. See ya.